Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson. So I have been participating in the C's collab, and this upcoming week will be Tetris week. So Tetris week are those shapes of wax that are hard to store. I am going to preface before I show my little melting basket here that it is a very small melting basket for Tetris week, because for me personally, I'm not going to stop warming Scentsy throughout the week. There are a few reasons why. One, that I'm a Scentsy consultant. Because of that, I am constantly getting wax collections in to try and review for my customers. And the other one is I really enjoy Scentsy personally. I love my vendor wax, don't get me wrong. I do absolutely love my vendor wax. But in my household, and this is just my household alone, I tend to find the vendor wax I use, I love and enjoy isn't as long lasting as some of the scents I throw with Scentsy in. I probably get about a day and a half, 2 days worth with vendor wax, and it could be because I have mainly Scentsy warmers for the house, except for one tea light warmer that my son got me for Mother's Day. So it could be because I am using Scentsy warmers, and I do know with vendor wax it is different to Scentsy wax, and sometimes Scentsy warmers don't perform as well with vendor wax. I still get decent enough performance out of the vendors I choose from with my Scentsy warmers that, as I said, I can enjoy a day and a half, 2 days or so. But I do enjoy changing my wax out, so I don't like having my wax in for a long period of time anyway. So that kind of fits me with vendor wax. But I also find it's messy to clean out. Scentsy wax is easier to clean out, so some days I just want an easy clean out. I want something to last for 3 days before I have to change it out and don't have to worry about the clean out, particularly if I have a few busy days coming up with medical appointments with my son, or with shopping, or if I've got things I need to do and I can't be by my warmers 24/7. Then I'm going to throw my Scentsy in. I know I can still enjoy it when I come home and don't have to change it out and have missed enjoying it. So that is why my Tetris week's going to be a little bit smaller. I have pulled from some vendor wax I intend warming, but I will be supplementing with Scentsy as well in my home. Just haven't decided what Scentsy yet, so you'll just have to wait for what I have been warming. So with Scentsy, I do a bi-monthly and an end of month what I have been warming. So what I've decided to do with the vendor wax with this particular collab, I will, from Luck of the Irish week, I'm going to hold off till next week, and I'm probably going to show my vendors of 2 weeks of the C's collab that I have warmed, just so I'm not doing really short videos, and that I've got a decent enough amount to show you the same, and then separate the Scentsy from those 2 weeks into where I normally do my what I've been warming Scentsy, if that makes sense. So you won't see what I got through in Luck of the Irish week till probably next week, when I talk about Luck of the Irish and Tetris week together, if that makes sense. But I will still show you my melting baskets and my intentions of what I plan on getting through. So we're just talking vendor wax here. I haven't thrown any Scentsy in, because that's not, to me, hard to stack. I will be just supplementing that throughout my Tetris vending as well, if that makes sense. So let's talk about Ava Rose Candles first, because I think I have pulled mostly from that particular company this week in Tetris week of what I plan on melting. So the first two I'm going to talk about are collection packs I purchased. As you can see, even though they're square and you can stack them, they're quite long, but then they're like different little kind of samplers here, and I do kind of need to work on them. I kind of brought them and then shoved them aside and forgotten about them, except for one whole section I done here. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Harry Potter Milk collection. So I really love the label. It's very pretty. It's very bright. I will say though, with Ava Rose Candles, and a lot of the reason why I don't warm much of her, even though I enjoy the scent when it's warming, is I find it to be probably the messiest vendor wax I have purchased, particularly when her melts come in the clamshells or in these. It's a very cookie-like crumble. Even after it's melted and after it dries out, even when I put it in the little silicone cups, most of my vendor wax, if I put in the silicone caps after they melt and dry out, I can just flip that silicone cup and flip it out in one piece. Not this. It's very greasy. It's very crumbly, and even getting it out of, which you will see when I go through Luck of the Irish next week with my empties with one of the clamshells, bits still get stuck in there. So as much as I enjoy the fragrance, I don't like how messy her wax actually is. It's kind of a cross between, and I've never tried a scoopable, but from what I've heard, how scoopables are a little bit more softer. It's kind of, I think, a cross between a scoopable consistency and a wax bar consistency, which makes it, I think, very different consistency and just very messy. So that's the only thing that kind of turns me off this company, is how messy this wax can get with cleaner. But the collections basically have different scents based on the collection. So we've got Hagrid's Hat, which is fresh cucumber and melon water. Hogwarts at Christmas. There's nothing more magical than Christmas at Hogwarts. The smell of mahogany woods fireside. And then we've got Sherbet Lemon, which is hard candies filled with lemon sherbet. Then we have Leaky Cauldron, which is captivating and sensual. It begins with light traces of apple and delicate violet petals. Luscious black currants and blackberries are the core of this melt's fragrance. Patchouli and cedarwood's essential oils enhance the intensity of the dark fruit in this rich melt. So it's very perfumey and very soapy, what I smell on cold with that one. Chocolate Frog smells just like the chocolate fudge section of a candy store. And Liquid Luck, which is Oriental Accord with notes of exotic florals alongside lush notes of precious amber and sandalwood, musk and vanilla. That was my 22-year-old cat that you just saw stick his face in our business here. His name is Salem. So the next one from Ava Rose Candles is the Witchcraft collection. So this is based on Hocus Pocus movie. And I did take a snapshot of what these fragrances are, so I will quickly go through them and tell you what they are. So I have used up all of the Book of Spells in previous melding. So that was sun-drenched and filled with grapey goodness, tart plum notes and a hint of strawberry to create an enticing fruit fragrance. So I don't have any of that. I have used up that. But the ones I haven't used up are All Hallows Eve, which is the fresh brisk scent of true peppermint and just the right amount of sweet cream to make the mint refreshing. And I can't really smell, I'm getting more fruity when and that's the thing with these clamshells, it's very hard to smell them by themselves. Oh, now I can smell the peppermint. But when you first smell it, you're kind of smelling all of the scents at once because of how they're laid out and not separate. So that's the other thing. I kind of feel locked up like this. The scents are kind of mingling together. So then we have Black Flame Candle, addictive blend of dark cherry, black raspberry, and a sumptuous merlot. So I think probably if I'm going to get through any of these, I will definitely get through the mint one and the merlot. They just sound divine. But as I said, I can't really get a full essence of what they are by themselves when they're mixed, because that kind of mixes and mingles. Then we have Salem, which is my cat's name, by the way. Fresh, that you just saw stick his head in the video. Salem is fresh, citrusy and magical, a spell-blinding blend of citrus fruits and heart-spun sugar with the warmth of musk. So that's what Salem is, and every time I say that, he keeps staring at me because he's on the bed getting ready for his daily sleep. So the next one is, and it was written upside down with a sticker, Sanderson Sisters, which is sweet, fluffy scents of marshmallow combined with a rich floral scent of black rose. And then we have, I put a Spell on You, which is a seductive blend of fizzy champagne and a delicious combination of strawberry, roses, and raspberries. So that sounds like it's going to be a very fizzy, summery, fruity scent. So there is quite the potentiality that I will get through that too. So moving on, what else did I pick from her? So the other items I picked from Ava Rose Candles were Night of the Living Dead. Now these I find are a little bit easier to clean out. I got a bit of a snap bar, and I don't know if it's a different consistency or it's just that it's easier, like, because it even feels harder. It doesn't feel like the consistency that's in these clamshells or the clamshells. So the little snap bars. So I think these are a bit better to buy from her. So Night of the Living Dead. This is basically a chocolate brownie scent. So I've got 4 little skulls in Night of the Living Dead in the chocolate brownie scent. And then this was a thank you purchase from Ava Rose Candles called Lady Million. I'm not sure of the scent notes, as it was like a free thank you, but when I smell it, I just smell like this soapy, fancy soap, hotel soap basically. So that's probably going to go in the laundry and bathroom area. So it's slightly bigger than a shot. So the normal shot ones, as you can see, it's slightly larger, like even wider. So just a really weird shape, and it's the only one I have in that shape. So I kind of pulled that for Tetris week. So that's what I pulled from Ava Rose Candles. Let's talk about Mad Witch Co. So I did pull a little bit from a company called Mad Witch Co. I'm slowly going through my beloved coffee scent from Mad Witch Co. So this is Espresso Petroleum. So these were spooky melts. So there were about 4, maybe 5 different shaped melts. I've got 1.5 left. So I've got the spider web left, and I've got my little ghostie's head left. The bottom of the ghost is currently warming. So what I do with my coffee melts, when I'm warming bakery scents, so I have in my kitchen 1 big warmer, 1 mini warmer, and then coming off my kitchen, because it's all open concept, I have a mini warmer in the dining room area, and then you go into my lounge room where I warm potentially 2 whole, hang on just a moment. Gotta love the screaming toddler every time I start a video. So, as I was saying, so with my lounge room kitchen area, it's all open concept and flows into one. So in my kitchen I have 1 large warmer, 1 mini warmer. As it flows into the dining room, there's another mini warmer, and then the dining room flows into the kitchen. So there I have where I normally do my videos, my big display shelf. Now it depends on what I'm warming, whether I'm actually warming wax in those display warmers. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, if I'm doing a mixture, but normally that whole area will take up 2 to 3 bars of what I'm warming. And if it's a bakery scent, the mini warmers then get my beloved coffee scent, or if it's something that's complementary with coffee. At the moment, I've currently got going the mint, what is it? The chopped mint cocoa mint. Hang on just a moment. That was going to bug me. At the moment, I have marshmallow mint cocoa from Scentsy going in the lounge room area. So if I'm not using that display area, what I still have in my lounge room, I have 3 warmers in one side and then 2 warmers on the other side. So those 5 warmers do get used. So normally 2 whole bars will go through the kitchen, that big warmer in the kitchen, and the 5 warmers in the lounge room to fill up that whole lounge room, dining room and kitchen area. If it's something that's complementary with coffee, then I do a bit of coffee in the mini warmers so I can enjoy my beloved coffee scent. So as I said, at the moment I have marshmallow mint cocoa going just in the lounge room area, not in the big warmer in the kitchen. So what I did is I threw in the big warmer in the kitchen and the 2 mini warmers the coffee, because I thought that would be very complementary with that. So moving on from that one, also from Mad Witch Co. I have quite a few of these blankets I have been purchasing from Mad Witch Co. because they're a good sampler size scent. They're slightly larger than a sample to get an idea of what the smell likes, and then if I like them in this, I then go out and purchase the bigger spider webs or the spooky melts or something of a larger size from Mad Witch Co. So I can't remember what these scent notes were in this, but I think it's got like a fruity bakery note. So this particular one is the Cheshire Cat from basically a Alice in Wonder collection. And the Cheshire Cat is described as, okay, so it's not fruity at all. I think the purple's just throwing me, the colour's throwing me here. Salted gooey caramel, sugar and creamy vanilla. The colour's throwing me and I'm getting like a grape smell, but it's not. It's gooey caramel, sugar and creamy vanilla. Maybe that sugar's giving me that sweet smell. And I think just that colour is just really throwing me. So if I were to smell this and not know the scent notes, I would say it would be some type of grape, sugared grape. But it's not. So that's very interesting. Whether I actually smell what it's meant to be on warming will be interesting. So that was from the Mad Witch Co. Now, this little one has seen better days. So I'm talking pumpkin parcel now. This better one, it was originally a heart. It's been squashed in somewhere. It's crumbled. It's broken. I have no idea what the scent notes are, but it was a sample given to me, and it was quite a large sample. It was a big heart at one stage. So because it's so crushed, I'm definitely going to have to get through this. because I don't want to waste it. And this was Wednesday, so she was obviously looking at doing maybe a Addams Family theme type thing at some stage. I'm kind of getting powdery floral, a little bit perfumey. There might be a little bit of spice in it, so that's going to be very interesting to warm, but I'm definitely going to have to do that as it's seen better days, that one. I have the tiniest bit left from my beloved Hogwarts. This is basically a mixture of amber and vanilla and spice and pumpkin bread. Absolutely love this in my bedroom, and this one is actually quite long lasting too. I can get a good 3 to 4 days out of this when I have enough, but this is just a small amount, so I don't know that it's going to fill up my bedroom, which is why I thought I might warm this at the same time with 2 of my shot pots in the bedroom from Pumpkin Parcel of Sarah Sanderson. So this is Sensual White Musk, Sweet Vanilla and Sandalwood. So it has that musk and that sandalwoody, so I think that will go really well with these. And I actually ended up picking up 2 of these just based on the scent note, because I love musk, I love vanilla, I love sandalwood, so I thought this particular scent would be right up my alley, but because I hadn't tried it, I didn't want to go all out and get something big and then waste it. So I picked up, normally I'll pick up 1 shot pot to try, but I did pick up 2, so that's going to go in my bedroom along with that. Then I'll decide whether I want to go back and purchase more in a larger form. And the last thing I have here, I have some broken testers from Scentsy and one of the little scent cups. So the broken testers are Dragon Fruit Lychee, and the little scent cup is Sun Ripened Berry. So I'm going to try to attempt to get through them along with whatever I alternate with Scentsy in the bars. So that's my intention for Tetris week melting. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit choppy and chatty. We've just had our other cat decide he is going to come and jump up on the bed and visit. So this is the other one. He is like double the size of the 21-year-old that you just saw, and he's only 1.5 going on 2. So they like to climb up onto my bed to sleep. As you can see, he's going to make an appearance and do exactly what Salem was doing. This one's Simba, so we don't need to see Simba's butt. So I'm going to hop off now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be sharing what I got through next week, along with Luck of the Irish next week, what I got through. I have hair all over my computer screen now, so I'm going to go now, clean it up, and I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.